China's rise has sparked heated debates. Is it a threat to the West, or a new, more humanistic model of global influence? Today, we dive into real data to unpack China's investments, its economic ties with the US, and the so-called New Cold War. Let's cut through the noise and find out what's really going on. First, let's talk about China's global reach, especially in Africa. Through the Belt and Road Initiative, China invested $70.7 billion in construction and $51 billion in other projects in 2024 alone, building railways like Ethiopia's Addis Ababa-Djibouti line. Unlike historical Western interventions, China's approach avoids pushing political reforms or military bases, focusing on infrastructure. In 2004, Ethiopia got upgraded airports and roads with no overt strings attached, later opening doors for Chinese oil companies through soft power, not force. But here's the flip side. Critics warn of debt trap diplomacy. China's FDI in Africa hit $3.96 billion in 2023, up from $75 million 2 decades ago. Projects like Zimbabwe's Hwange Power Station have raised debt concerns. Yet, studies show these investments boost growth if managed well. Now let's look at economics. The US and China are deeply linked. In 2008, China's $586 billion stimulus package lifted global demand, helping the US avoid a deeper recession. Today, China holds $859 billion in US Treasury debt, stabilizing American borrowing. But disruptions, like Trump's 2018 tariffs on $380 billion of Chinese goods, cost the US 0.2% of GDP and $51 billion annually in consumer prices, per the Tax Foundation, without fixing the $951 billion trade deficit. A real example? Greece's port of Piraeus. In 2016, China's Costco bought a 51% stake for $368.5 million, agreeing to invest $180 million and improve worker conditions after negotiations. By 2023, it was the Mediterranean's busiest port, handling 5.65 million containers. This flexibility contrasts with rigid Western deals. Why the tension? It's less about Taiwan or spying, long-standing issues, and more about money. China's digital yuan processed $986 billion by mid-2024, challenging the US dollar's dominance. The US has 800 military bases globally. China has one in Djibouti. Yet, the US fears China's digital payment system could rival the dollar's exorbitant privilege, which funds its deficits. BRICS nations, like Saudi Arabia, are exploring this system to diversify from dollar risks. Especially after Russia's $400 billion in assets were frozen, Trump's proposed 2025 tariffs, 60% on China, could shrink US GDP by 6% per Wharton, while boosting the dollar short-term, countering trade goals. The real risk? A zero-sum Cold War hurts billions when cooperation could benefit all. If you found this dive into geopolitics valuable, hit subscribe, share this video, and let's keep unpacking the world's biggest questions together.